Guys, welcome back to a new video. So I had no intentions of like filming today, but I'm just kind of in a dark place mentally with being 3 weeks postpartum, and I just thought that I need to be doing things to make myself feel better. So this morning I was able to sleep in, and last night my mom actually stayed the night and stayed up with the baby so me and Annie could get a full night's sleep, which was just so wonderful. And yeah, we can't thank her enough for doing that. But you would think I would wake up like refreshed and like so happy and ready to take on the day, but I didn't. I just kind of wanted to stay in bed. So yeah, Andy went back to work earlier this week. Today's Saturday, by the way. He went back to work, and it was just really hard. I had my parents come over a few times, and I tried to take a nap. It's just really hard to sleep during the day. So yeah, it's just been really hard, and I know that it gets easier. Everybody says, like, you know, once they get a little bit older, it gets easier. They can sleep longer because their belly can hold more milk and they're not waking up starving every 2 hours. And I'm never like frustrated with my baby or anything like that. I love her and I love taking care of her. It's just like the lack of sleep and then the hormones, and yeah. So I have an appointment with my psychiatrist in a couple weeks, so I think I'm going to try to move that up, because we had scheduled it for like beginning of February, thinking that I would only be like a week or two postpartum, but since she came 3 weeks early, I would like to go ahead and see her. So Monday I'm going to call and try to get an appointment with her just to talk about things and see if there's anything she may suggest. So the good thing is I don't have any anxiety about anything, because I do take an anxiety medication, and that has helped me immensely. So I'm not having any anxiety really. It's more just like those really kind of dark moments where you just feel really depressed, and I cry a lot. And I know that some of that is normal, but I just know that with my like mental health history and always kind of struggling with depression and anxiety, I know that I'm like more at risk for postpartum depression. And I just want to make sure I have that in check so I can be the best mom that I can be. And so we can enjoy these next few months while I'm on maternity leave, because that's really important too. So anyway, that was a long intro, but what I'm doing this morning is I made myself a healthy breakfast and ate as much of that as I could. I haven't really had a lot of an appetite lately, which I'm sure coincides with just, you know, feelings of depression, and lack of sleep and stuff like that. So I did make a high protein breakfast, which felt really good. And I'm hoping that like balancing my blood sugar like I used to do will help me feel better throughout the day. So I did that, and then now I have, I'm gonna put together this baby Brezza formula dispenser that I ordered. We're almost fully formula feeding now. And it's so hard. Like, you feel so guilty for not like exclusively breastfeeding, because that's what you're preached, and that's, you know, what's probably is best for your baby, and you just feel like you're not doing as much as you could. But we've worked with lactation consultants, and her latch is still just really painful, and she falls asleep even now at 3 weeks. I put her on the breast yesterday. She fell right asleep even though she was hungry, and then, you know, I wake her up and she's starving. So it's just a lot, and it's not that I don't want to breastfeed, it's just that it's exhausting, and just having, I don't even know where my thoughts are going with this, but I definitely feel bad for not breastfeeding. I've still been pumping, and my supply is pretty low because I'm not waking up at night to pump and stuff like that, because the amount of sleep I'm getting already is so minimal, that there's no way mentally I can like you know, so I don't know. But my supply is pretty low because we haven't really been, because I haven't been pumping a ton. I pump like 3 times during the day. But yeah, I think I need to just do some mental work and kind of let that go. And we'll just do formula, and she's happy, she's fed, she's healthy, she's gaining weight, she's doing great. And yeah, that's just kind of our journey right now, and it's mentally really hard, and I just kind of wanted to vent on here a little bit, and I'm sure there's other moms that can relate and understand. So yeah, but I'm excited to put this formula dispenser together. It's super bougie, super extra. You don't need this, but for me, I just like being home alone all day making bottles and stuff. I was like, let me just get something nice to make it a lot easier for myself. And that's what I did. So I'm gonna put that together, and yeah, but anyway, welcome back to a new video, and thank you guys for being here. So I just kind of cleared off this big area right here. I would love to have like all the baby stuff in one spot, but we'll see how that works. Also, I hear a baby right now that may need me, so I might have to do this in a little bit. I will be right back. What can I do for you? You just want me to hold you? This time? Oh, you're so sleepy. You sleepy girl? Sweet girl. So sleepy. So it's a little later today. It's like 1 p.m. now, and my husband was just like, go do some things for yourself, like get out of the house. And I got the baby, so I do feel a lot better right now. I just went and got a pedicure, which was so nice. The girl took like almost 2 hours like massaging me and everything, and it was just so nice to just be able to sit there and like close my eyes for a minute and like scroll on my phone, just like do normal things that I really just don't have time to do now. Whenever I'm on my phone, it's like with a purpose. It's like, okay, I need to add this to my to-do list. Okay, I gotta order this on Amazon. Okay, like I'm ordering food for us, like all the things. It's always with a purpose, and I haven't really been able to like zone out at all. So sometimes you just need to do that, you know, just to like de-stress. So it was so nice to get a pedicure. It had been too long. And then I went to Target and just kind of got a couple like new shirts for myself, and just to kind of, you know, make myself feel better. Retail therapy. There's a reason they call it retail therapy, because it works. At least temporarily. And we are going to go over to my parents' house in a little bit. Once I get home, I think we'll just head out the door probably. And baby Lila is going to meet my aunt and uncle and 2 of my cousins. That's going to be really exciting. If I want to take a nap while I'm at my parents' house, I can totally go do that. So that'll be good also, because even though I got a full like 12 hours of sleep last night, I'm still just like so exhausted. So yeah, but I definitely feel a lot better. Just after kind of having a little bit of alone time, since I've really just kind of been in the house, feeding the baby, trying to sleep when she sleeps, trying to remember to feed myself, trying to remember to drink water. It's just like the simplest things are still just so hard when you have a little human to take care of. So it's a lot. And I just want to be as real as possible in documenting this journey, because I could come on while I'm having like my best day and, you know, just be getting all the things done and cleaning the house and on a day where the baby's napping a lot and maybe I got a full night of sleep. But that's just not realistic, and also I haven't really had a day like that. So this is about as real as it gets. But I just am so grateful for my husband and my family, because I really don't know how moms do this with no support system and without a supportive partner that understands that my mental health is really, really, really important. Not only for me, but for our baby. Because you can't, what's that phrase? You can't fill from an empty cup. And I just have felt very depleted, mentally. Whoa. The hair. So, sorry if you can hear the sound machine and or this thing right there making noise. It's the next day. I'm filming this on my phone right now on the front camera, so hopefully it's not too terrible of quality, but I just don't feel like going out in the freezing cold to get my camera out of my car, which it's probably not great to have my camera in my car when it's this cold anyway, but you know what, it is what it is. So anyway, baby girl is taking a nap right now, and I'm just kind of watching her. She's right here in her Snuggle Me. And by the way, Snuggle Me is probably one of the best things that we got for like newborn life. But if you can't tell, I'm feeling a lot better today, which I'm so grateful for. Yesterday was just really hard. So anyway, I had a chance to kind of clean the bathroom this morning, which was really nice, and she just hung out with me and watched me clean and looked out the window and watched the dogs, so that was really nice. So I got to kind of clean up in there, and there's just so many things I'm not using anymore now that I'm not pregnant, like different vitamins and supplements and stuff. So I was able to kind of put that stuff away, and eventually I'll probably put it all in a box and get rid of some of the stuff that will be expired and stuff. But yeah, and there's also a lot of things I need to donate. So I kind of just need to start a list. I'm really hoping this week to be able to get into my planner that I got for Christmas. So this is just a planner for the year. I honestly have not even like looked in it, but yeah, so kind of show this. It's just got the whole month at the beginning, and then you have each day, which I love. So I'm gonna try my best to start getting into this week, and maybe just planning like walk on the treadmill for 30 minutes or go on a walk, depending on the weather. So yeah. Hi sir, how are you doing today?
We're doing great. We're getting the new normal taken care of, so.
This is helping.
Lots of these everywhere. They're just all over the house.
Yes.
Bottles and babies and
Dogs and lots of snacks.
good trading for the world.
So, anyway, I am trying not to break this, but I'm gonna work on putting this together while she's taking a nap, and hopefully we can make her next bottle in here, and hopefully it's easy to put together. But I'm excited to have this because I think it's just gonna make our lives a lot easier, and it'll be nice to also clean up some space in the fridge where we don't have to put bottles and stuff. So yeah. Hello guys. So I'm recording this on my phone. I think I recorded the last few clips on my phone too, because that's just life right now. But we are having a really good day today. Today's Tuesday, the 23rd, and I got a good amount of sleep last night. Andy stayed up with her until like midnight, and then I got her out of bed when she woke up at like 3:30 and fed her, and then fed her again at like 7:30. So I got some good stretches of sleep, and I also slept. I took a nap yesterday from like 4 to 5 p.m. and then took another nap from like 7:30 onward. So that was really good. And honestly, like, the lack of sleep. There's a reason that sleep deprivation is a form of torture. And it really affects me more than I even thought it would. So yeah, that's where we're at, but I feel fully rested today. I got up this morning and we just snuggled for a couple hours while I just scrolled on my phone, which was really nice, just to, you know, be able to kind of mindlessly scroll. And we did skin to skin during that, and that was really nice. And she hung out in her bouncy seat for a little bit while I got ready for the day. And we're just doing a feeding right now. She fell asleep though, so the bottle is behind me. She's drank about half of it. But yeah, so today is a good day, and I'm just trying to take it one day at a time because there's really no way to know how I'm gonna sleep the night before or how I'm gonna feel each day. But yeah, so my mom is coming over in about an hour, and we're gonna go downtown and look at some little stores and get some coffee, and that's gonna be really fun. We have a really cute little downtown area here where we live, and it's only like a 15-minute drive away, so we're gonna go out there. And we've already taken her out to walk downtown one other time, so she did really good. She loves being in the stroller, so that'll be really nice. She also loves car rides. She just falls right asleep in the car seat, so that's really good. But she just took a nice nap upstairs in her bassinet while I kind of got a few things done. So that was really nice. And yeah, I'm gonna give her the rest of this bottle and then maybe hang out for a little bit. I'm just watching some YouTube, but I don't know what all this vlog is gonna have on it, but I just kind of wanted to document like my thoughts and just real life. And I will check in with y'all in a little bit. Are you smiling? Mwah. So I'm just making some lunch. I'm gonna do a bagel with cream cheese and everything but the bagel seasoning, and then some fried eggs. And I used to love making this like years ago, and just remembered how good it is. And it's good to get a little protein. And yeah. One thing about me is I want a lot of cream cheese, so that's what we're doing. I'm pretty sure I do like the cream cheese first, and then the seasoning, and then the egg on top, maybe with a little more seasoning. I know I used to do this with like avocado sometimes. Oops. Put a little bit more. Okay, it might not be the most beautiful thing, but it's gonna be so good. And the only other thing I've had to eat today was a Pop-Tart while I was feeding Miss Lila. So this is gonna be gone in just a second. One of the hardest things, like among many different things with having a newborn, is sitting down and having time to actually eat. So yeah, I need to make sure my priorities are straight, because sometimes I'm like cleaning when I probably should just sit down and eat. So yeah, that's part of it. But she is sitting here asleep, so I'm gonna sit next to her. She's in the snuggle me. And my mom will be here in like 20 or 30 minutes. And we'll probably hang out here for a little bit, and then we'll go on our little downtown trip. So that'll be fun, and I'm so excited to eat this lunch. So I have absolutely no idea what is on this video, but I do think it'll be cool to document it. So I probably haven't filmed in like at least a week and a half or so. Sorry if this is a weird angle, but obviously I'm driving and I'm not in my car. I'm actually in my dad's truck. So anyway, let me back up. Basically, about a week ago, I pretty much just had like a complete mental breakdown. I felt like I could not function. I could barely breathe. I was definitely having anxiety attacks, and it was for no particular reason. I just think clearly it was postpartum depression and anxiety. I did get in early to meet with my psychiatrist, and she put me on some new medications, which have really been helping. But we also just decided that we really could use the extra support during this time. So we have moved in with my parents. So we still have our rental house right now, and I'm actually looking into how we can end our lease early and that sort of thing. So we were just planning to like stay with my parents for, I don't know, a few weeks or something, but then it kind of dawned on us that it might be the best decision to stay with them for the time being until we can buy a house. So that is our plan. I'm actually meeting with a realtor later this week just to kind of chat and understand what we need to do, how much we should be saving, and that sort of thing. Because if you guys have been around for a while, you know that we really don't love the area that we're in right now, and we were kind of forced to move in the middle of our previous lease because we had really bad neighbors move in and we weren't getting any sleep, and it was just a bad situation. I have a whole video about that if you want to check it out. But basically, we weren't happy where we are anyway. We were going to end up moving in June or earlier when our lease was up this year anyway. And instead of just continuing to rent, something we've always wanted to do is buy a house, but we just have never really like sat down and done the budgeting and actually talked to anyone. And that's mostly just because it's super stressful and it's a really big commitment. But we have a baby now and we have our little family, and we just want to do that for ourselves. So long story short, we are right now going to our old house to grab a few things to take to my parents. And the situation at my parents is actually really nice. You guys know, if you've been here a while, we hang out with my parents all the time anyway. They are empty nesters. They have a really nice house in the area that we actually want to buy in, so that's cool because we're in like the vicinity of our old neighborhood that we loved so much, and it's just really nice to be back in that area and temporarily staying with them. And it's just wonderful to get the extra help with Lila, and they just love her so much and take such good care of her. So like right now they're just hanging out with her at the house while we go grab as much stuff as we think we need. So I think the plan now is to grab like some clothes and my plants and stuff. And my mind is all over the place, but I was just saying earlier that the living arrangement basically is they have a whole bonus like suite almost upstairs with a full bath and really huge room, nice windows in there, so lots of natural light for my plants and everything, so that's cool too. And yeah, so we have been just doing different shifts at night to take care of the baby, and she's finally, knock on wood, but she's finally down to just like 2 wake ups at night. One is at like 1:30 in the morning, and then another is at like 5:30. So that's pretty amazing, and I'm so proud of her, and just so grateful for my family who have been staying up late so I can get some extra sleep for my mental health recently. So that's one of the things my doctor told me. She was like, whatever you can do to get the support you need to get some extra sleep. So really for the past week, or like 5 days, 5 nights or so, I have gotten full nights of sleep. My mom has been doing like 8 to midnight with the baby, which has been perfect because my mom is like a night owl and she already would be up anyway, and most of that time Lila is sleeping, so that's pretty amazing. And then Andy has been doing like the midnight to 4 or 5 a.m. and my dad has been getting up at like 4 or 5 a.m. and taking her until 8, and then I take over and take care of her throughout the day. So that has been just an absolute blessing to be able to do that. And now that she's sleeping longer stretches, we are gonna kind of mix it up a little bit to where Andy doesn't have to do that awful like 4 or 5 hour stretch and then go to work in the morning. So what we did last night is she woke up at like her 1:30 wake up, and I fed her in bed, and then she slept in our room until like 5:15, and then we got up and went downstairs and I fed her. So yeah, that is going really well. I'm so grateful that she is just such a great girl. She's just been such a trooper, and she can sleep through anything, and she's happy sleeping on anybody or anywhere, and she's just been absolutely amazing. And like I've said earlier in the vlog and probably in previous vlogs, like taking care of her is the easy part. It's the postpartum hormones and mood swings and just feeling like a foreigner in your own body. It's a lot, but I feel like I'm on the mend. And one thing that's been helping is kind of having different things planned every day. So like today we have this planned, and we did some things this morning. Tomorrow I'm going for a walk with one of my friends, and I would love to like maybe go somewhere with Lila tomorrow too, or just like kind of clean up our space at my parents' house and just make it nice and kind of decorate it a little bit. That would be fun. And then Wednesday I have a doctor's appointment, and I'm going to meet with a realtor. And Thursday is kind of up in the air, but my mom will be home that day, so I'll have like somebody with me to help if I need it. And then Friday, my brother's girlfriend, who has become really one of my close friends too, she's gonna come hang out with me all day Friday, and that's gonna be really fun. And then we're gonna be back to the weekend, so it's really just like making sure I have little things planned to keep me, just doing little things for myself, amidst all the chaos of being a new mom, being out of our normal routine and living environment, and just trying to make it work. I think that was a pretty good summary of where we're at. I'm not sure how much more I'll put in this video or what is even in here. I think most of it is literally just me talking, because it's been very sporadic. But yeah, I think I'll probably end this here and just kind of title it as like an update vlog or something, and then we will kind of get back into hopefully some sort of regular video schedule and documenting this new journey. And I mean, eventually documenting like how we're gonna go look at houses and maybe talk about how we're saving money and that sort of thing. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you sticking around through all this craziness. I hope it was somewhat entertaining, and I will